Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. A Thanksgiving tradition continues as the teams are lined up and off we go here in Dallas. This is taken in at the 13. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They're brought out by one of the strongest throwers in the game and a great athlete as well from Tennessee, Joe Milton.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown-to-interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It can lead to an awful lot of errors.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
On second down, here's Barkley. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, it's Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 43. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 5. They stop by Damone Clark.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. We're on here with Will Shipley. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Another snap from the 8 here. It's second and goal. They go to him again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the 16. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Go! Gravity Lions!
They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Check, Panther.
The third down run with Blue. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pickett. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They get 35 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
On the ground, this is Phil Moffa. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Alert!
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Milton. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On the give, here's Shipley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer.
And an Eagle first down.
We're one quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. First and 10. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense. And number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Now we're going to see if the Eagles are indeed eagle-eyed. They saw it differently. They've thrown the challenge flag. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Hurts yet again. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down. That quick to the left, it's caught. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Milton to throw. On screen here to Blue. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Get it!
On the give, it's Blue. Shoots away from one. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to.
Let's go now.
Play fake. It's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down from the gun. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, Blue. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
7-yard gain.
7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Blue. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Count.
3rd and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, Send that through.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. First down, a run with Barkley. And he cuts it back right. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 31 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Here's another carry from Barkley. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
And he'll go down here at the 16. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Eagles, first down. It's a gain of 10.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Toss play to Barkley. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 14. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Milton now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He takes it himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
And the Cowboys.
Throwing now, Milton. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Milton now on 3rd down. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Sent to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Fails to find his running back. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's go. Trimmer.
On first down, Hurts finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
McKee from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Running left, this is Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
To throw, Milton. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Over the right side, he's caught. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Birds got to it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. That second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go to Barkley again. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead off the turnover. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning from the 18-yard line. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. The Cowboys about set to take over. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Lee gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Short pass brought in. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He brushed him off with ease. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down. Let's go now. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Here's Shipley. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down. Just 1 quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They're going to try to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. Ryan Man, he's in the clear. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On his own read, they hand it to Blue. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. They send a man in motion.
1st and 10 at the 36.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. That's Pickens with a catch outright. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Milton. Lamb has another one. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Now Milton to throw. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Ready, set.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
That's another Cowboys First down.
Hey,
First and 10 at
18
the
Cardinal,
33-yard
18 Cardinal.
line.
They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll work against the blitz. Put the body on the line for his team. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
And the Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
The give, it's blue. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. All right, here we go. Second down.
Go. 70.
Throwing now, Milton. On screen here to blue. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
A 5-yard loss sets up third down and goal.
Third and long for him here. Throws caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now within one score in the fourth. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Auburn good on the point after. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
31. Cowboys 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Escapes a defender. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And then Eagles first down. It's a gain of 10.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They go with Barkley here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Shipley now up the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. All set to go now from the 35.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 35.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Eagles feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw it. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win.
That's good for an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 10. Go! And an Eagle
Line up the design keeper. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And I know we talked about this in meetings this week, Brock, but I want to bring it to the air now, too. How much is a chance to play on this day, on Thanksgiving, and then to win this game?